In this video, we're going to go through setting up the body and button sections of your email template. To edit these sections, you first need to make sure you're on the design page. Within the design page, you then need to make sure the body tab is selected. Within the body tab, we can customize how the body of our emails appear. We do this by adjusting the fonts, colors, and sizes. For instance, if we want to change the titles, we can change the fonts just over here. I'm going to change this to Montserrat. Once it is saved, you will find that the updated preview will show the new font. We can then change the color in the next field. You can use a color picker, or you can type in a hex code value. I'm going to go with the Yummy Yogis blue. You can then change the size of the titles. I'm going to keep this extra large. Once we're happy with how the titles appear, we can then adjust the body text. I'm going to make this Montserrat as well. I'm going to change the color using the color picker to a dark gray. And I'm going to keep the font size medium. For the body text, you can also adjust the line height. This is the space in between the lines in the body text. For instance, you can make them tighter, or you can increase the space between the lines. To further customize your body, you can also add a background color. You can do this using the color picker as well. For these emails, I'm going to keep the background color white. Finally, you can also add divider lines. These are just simple lines that appear between the different content blocks within the body of your email. If you want to include these lines, you can also change the color of the lines here. I'm going to disable this option though. Once we're happy with how the body looks, we can then go to the buttons tab. In this tab, we're going to adjust the appearance of these buttons. For instance, we can change the text from the default buy now to include the price using the price merge tag. This way, when your subscribers view your emails, they will see the price for the products. This information is pulled dynamically from your e-commerce store. I'm now just going to change the font of the buttons to Montserrat to match the other fonts. I'm now going to make the font size a little bit larger. You can then change the color of the text by using the color picker. I'm just going to keep this white for now. You can then change the color of the buttons themselves right here. I'm going to use the same blue as I used before. You can then adjust how curved the corners of the buttons are by changing the button radius. Lastly, you can also add a stroke to your buttons. This is just a color outline for the buttons. You can change the color with the color picker here. If you don't want a button stroke, you can disable it by choosing none. Now that we're happy with the buttons and how the body of our email template looks, the last step is to change the footer, but we'll do this in the next video. If you'd like more help, or if you have any other questions, always feel free to reach out to our support team through the blue intercom button in the bottom left of your screen. Just send us your message and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.